All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin, and in today's daily update, I want to go over the SEC, I want to go over Justin Sun and Tron. Of course, we're going to go over that Apple finally goes for Bitcoin. Of course, we're going to cover this. And like always, hit that like button, and let's jump in and find out where we stand with the price of Bitcoin. We've had another sharp sell-off in the last 24 hours, with Bitcoin dropping from about 8,100 all the way as low as 7,500. That's almost a 10% pullback yesterday, coming off of this almost 15% pullback we saw the day before. And while today's candle, it is looking green, at least for now, it seems like this correction has started. And you know what? This is nothing that we didn't expect. We went up almost 200% in the last 2.5 months. Obviously, a pullback was going to happen. Now, in the last few days, we've already had a pretty significant correction, going from as high as, from peak to peak, about 9,100, all the way to as low as 7,500, which we bounced off of, and seems we're consolidating above that today. Now, the question is, since we went up so high, how much of a pullback should we expect before we continue to rise? If we expect any more pullback at all. Now, me personally, I still think that we do have more pullback to go. And if you're asking me why if it's so clear that, hey, we're going to hit 20K sometime, Bitcoin eventually is going to hit 100K, in my opinion, if that's the case, why is anybody selling at 7K? And that's a good question. Right now, I'm buying. But in terms of who is selling their Bitcoin right now, the answer is all the people that bought down here. All the people that bought in at 3K, that bought in at 4K, they would love to double their money and sell at 7K. Or sell at 9K, which some of them did a couple days ago. Now, we don't really know how the market's going to react. Maybe selling's a bad move. Like I said, I'm buying. But the people at 3K, they're probably selling. Also, the people that bought in all along here at 6K. A lot of people that bought right here would probably love to sell their Bitcoin at any speck of a profit that they can, because they probably never thought they'd see these prices again. Me personally, I bought down here. I bought all the way till around here. And I'm buying right here again because we have no clue where this market's going to go. As this market progresses, I'm going to keep you updated. But the reason that I do think we're going to see more of a pullback is simply because the price of Bitcoin is trying to stabilize right now. You don't drop this far without bouncing back a little. And you sure as heck don't go into a parabolic move without backtracking a little. But either way, I'll keep you updated. By the way, I'll be responding to each and every comment in the comment section. So say hey. Say hi, let me know how your day's going. And let's get to the daily news. Apple goes for Bitcoin, supports BTC symbol, and launches CryptoKit. So we've seen this from Samsung recently, we've seen this from Microsoft recently, and now we're seeing it in Apple. At least the next, I think it's iOS 13. We'll talk about it. Apple is finally rolling out 2 new products this week that signal the tech behemoth's shifting attitude towards Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. At its Worldwide Development Conference on Monday, Apple unveiled the SF Symbols app for iOS 13, which provides a set of 1,500 configurable symbols, including 4 different ones for Bitcoin. Like I say all the time, this isn't a big step for Bitcoin, but it's a small step, how Bitcoin is seeping into the culture. The symbol comes in both a circle and a square, and each shape has 2 options, filled and unfilled. And that's it. It's pretty cool. I'm going to leave this down below. This is a list of all the SF symbols that you can expect if you're if you have an Apple. Me personally, I have a Droid. But not only did Apple go for Bitcoin and support the Bitcoin symbol, they also launched their CryptoKit. The company also launched its beta version of the Apple CryptoKit, which is designed to give developers an easy way to implement cryptography into their software. So be aware with this CryptoKit, crypto in this case does not refer to cryptocurrencies, but rather cryptography. So this is not a full-blown deep dive into cryptocurrency, but is their foot in the water. And how this CryptoKit affects you? Well, Apple outlined a number of ways the tools can be used. Number 1, it can be used to compute and compare cryptographically secure digests, whatever that means. Number 2, it can be used for public key cryptography to create and evaluate digital signatures and store private keys. And number 3, generate symmetric keys and use them in operations like message authentication and encryption. And this sounds very technical, but keep in mind this CryptoKit is for developers. But how this affects you is with Apple's recent announcement of the CryptoKit for the iOS 13. This means that Apple's only a few steps away before you can turn your phone into a hardware wallet. Now, like this article said, Apple is a tech behemoth. And yeah, this is just a baby step, but I have a feeling that if this is what they're announcing to the public, I want to know what they'll be announcing 6 months from now to the public. I'll keep you updated. Next piece of news, Justin Sun paid over $4 million to shill Tron to Warren Buffett. So Justin Sun made a hefty donation, and because he donated so much, he has a dinner date with Warren Buffett, who, as you remember, considers cryptocurrency rat poison. Should be very interesting. Sun, the founder of the Tron blockchain and BitTorrent CEO, confirmed that he made a ball-twisting $4.57 million bid late yesterday, a new record for the annual auction for dining exclusively with Buffett. Last year's winner, who got to dine with Buffett, only paid $3.3 million. Justin Sun, this year, $4.7. And now Justin gets a dinner. In a blog, Sun pledged to sway Buffett, a notorious Bitcoin skeptic, towards cryptocurrency. Sun also said he would invite 6 industry leaders to join their lunch in support. So keep this on your radar, it's coming up. It's going to be very interesting to see which 6 industry leaders he invites to this lunch with these two. And you know what? It's going to be interesting to see if Justin Sun can sway Warren Buffett. I personally don't think Warren Buffett would like what Tron has. I think he would way more be into Bitcoin, but we'll see. Maybe he'll invest in Tron. Who knows? I'm not going to play you any of this clip, but I want to leave this clip. Whoa. I want to leave this clip with you. It's just 5 minutes of Justin Sun talking about what he plans to do at that lunch. So check it out. Link in the description. Next piece of news, the SEC, Kik/Kin, they're probably done. The SEC has finally filed the lawsuit. The SEC posted it right on their main page. Check this out for yourself. But the SEC case against Kik's ICO appears pretty strong. In a complaint filed Tuesday, the SEC alleged that Kik violated the federal securities law by not registering its Kin token sale. So we knew this was going to happen, and in response, Kik's general counsel, Eileen Lyon, said that the SEC's complaint makes a number of inaccurate assumptions which, and I quote, stretch the Howey test well beyond its definition, and that the agency's push will not withstand judicial scrutiny. Yeah, we'll see. In my opinion, Kin is done. I don't think they're going to be able to come back. I think they 100% will be declared a security. I'll tell you why. But really what's more important now is how this lawsuit comes to an end and what the implication will mean for other ICOs that didn't register their token as a security back in the day. Here's some very interesting perspective from lawyer Jake Travinsky on why this SEC filing against Kik, why this one's different. Until now, all of the SEC's contested enforcement actions have involved some element of fraud or intentional misconduct, says Jake Travinsky, general counsel at Compound Finance. He told CoinDesk, the Kik action is significant because it represents the SEC's first, although contested, the SEC's first enforcement action for a pure regulatory violation. That is, no fraud was necessarily committed, but this is just a case where the token issuer simply failed to register with the SEC based on its good faith interpretation of the law. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Now, we've learned some things since this has started to play out. Here are 8 of the biggest bombshells from the SEC's Kik ICO lawsuit. Check this out. And to me, these are the reasons that Kin is definitely done. I mean, it's definitely a security. Not just for these reasons, but because of these reasons and more. One of the things that we now know is that Kik disclosed more information to private sale buyers than it did to the general public. Another thing we've learned is that Kik built special e-stickers for its investors. And yes, everybody likes stickers, but the significance is that Kik built a system for Kin investors to get special digital stickers in its Messenger app. According to the SEC complaint, this was an attempt to make it look like there was an actual use case for the Kin tokens at distribution. That's number 2. And the last one that I want to highlight for you is that the CEO, Ted Livingston, made multiple public statements that token buyers would profit. And of course, if they had registered this as a security, then it's no problem. You expect to profit if your token's a security. But if they didn't register, then this obviously is a problem. Oh, yes, and also, a lot of Americans put a lot of money into the public sale. So peruse this if you want. There's definitely more information here, but I'll keep you updated. That's the video for today. My name's Austin. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, leave me a subscribe. I'll take them all. But like always, I'll see you tomorrow.